Hi, I'm attorney John Ceci. I'm an estate planning attorney in Brighton, Michigan, and today I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons why you should have a financial power of attorney. Now, before I give you those 3 reasons, let me give you a quick overview or explanation of what a financial power of attorney is. It's a document that pretty much every estate planning attorney will include when they prepare an estate plan for a client. And what it does is it allows other people to handle financial transactions for you if you can't while you're still alive. So reason number 1, life happens. And unfortunately, sometimes when life happens, it can have negative or adverse consequences for you. What do I mean by that? Well, the reality is today could be the day that you're going to get in an auto accident. Now, I hope that doesn't happen to you, but it could. It could happen tomorrow, could happen next week, it could even happen next year. A financial power of attorney, once it's in place, it will be effective tomorrow and next week and next year. So reason number 2 is if you're watching this video, you're engaging in your day-to-day activities, maybe you did a crossword puzzle this morning, maybe you read a newspaper. Well, chances are you're competent enough to sign a power of attorney right now. But if you were to get into that fictitious car accident I mentioned a couple minutes ago, or maybe, heaven forbid, slipped and fell getting out of the bathtub in the morning, well, you might hurt your head, you might have a brain injury, and you might not be competent enough to sign a power of attorney. And that leads into reason number 3. And so that 3rd reason is sometimes when you're injured, your situation is going to end up in the probate court no matter what. Ideally, the power of attorney will prevent that. But notice that's kind of a caveat. I said ideally. The reality is you can't always predict who's going to honor a power of attorney and who's not going to. But the reality is also that every time a bank honors your power of attorney, that's a court proceeding that is avoided. That's a pretty good result right there. And then the other aspect of this is if you do end up in a probate court proceeding, part of your document is going to have a section that nominates someone to handle all these financial things for you. In Michigan, we call that a conservator. And so your document will nominate someone to be your conservator. And when your case ends up in front of a judge, the judge will see that when you were thinking clearly, this is the person you wanted to handle your financial matters. That'll give that person an elevated status in the court's eyes, and most likely that person will be appointed to handle your financial matters, and that's what you really want. So if you've ever said to yourself, I've heard of these things called powers of attorney, and maybe I need a will. I don't know what these things are. Which ones do I need? Which ones don't I need? Well, how about you stop talking to yourself and pick up your phone and talk to me? I think about these things all day long, and in about an hour, we can figure out what's best for you. Again, my name's John Ceci. I'm an estate planning attorney in Brighton, Michigan, and thanks for watching.